Warning, the following may contain digesters.
Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced.
Previously on Crit-Faced. The party, including the newly recruited paladin Bernard, set forth to return the gem to the Wizard of Wine's winery. However, when they regain the main road, they come across an unexpected sight. Strahd's flying nightmare horse, apparently a gift for Kellen.
Bernard raises an eyebrow.
Wow. What do you give a person who already has everything they want? I now I have my flaming horse.
I don't think you should take the flaming horse.
I don't think you should get onto it. Or
What was the deal?
The deal was, well, let's go discuss away from the ears of this horse.
okay.
The deal was, and we walk away from.
Yes, and we will retreat a little way.
We're in a little huddle.
Yes.
We walk away from. Is it Bocephus?
Bucephalus just walks off and starts to eat at the grass by the side of the road.
Yes.
All right.
Even horses eat grass.
That if we ever found or came across Irena, that we would notify Strahd immediately. Also, as I recall, he indicated, I don't think this was part of the quote-unquote deal,
Right.
was that if we killed, for every vampire we killed, he would kill one of our number. That, to the best of my recollection, that's what he offered.
Why is he addressing it to you as if you had actually entered a compact with him?
I said, if we do these things, would you give me the horse? But he's kind of doing it in reverse. I mean, he said he'd give me the horse if we led him to Irena. Now it's like he's trying to bribe us.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're on friendly, chatting terms with Strahd and making deals with him? I thought this was a very different group of people.
No, we're not different.
He's giving you his damn nightmare steed in exchange for the life of Irena, and apparently this is something you already agreed upon.
No, we did not agree to that. What he said he would do.
We do have to tell you the barbarian is a little bit awful. This will be surprising, but sometimes he invades people's private space. Sometimes he makes deals about horses for lives. I mean, he's not the best people. Masasuna, very good people. Me, okay people. The barbarian, not good people.
Do you have any rosewater?
Yes, I've thrown it all on you. There's no rosewater left. It's all been splashed upon your stinking corpse. I mean, you're a living person.
So you did not strike up a deal with Strahd on your own?
No, of course not.
I like the of course.
Wait. Now you did?
No.
Seems sort of like a question mark the way you say that.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, he said that he would give us the horse, give us all we wanted and more.
My friend,
if we led him to Irena, which we are not going to do.
We are but just recently met, and while I'd like to trust you, I am having a little difficulty with the situation and would like to cast a spell known as Zone of Truth.
Fine.
If our barbarian friend here can repeat everything within that spell, then I will declare myself content.
I am in this.
Agreed?
Yeah. Do I get a saving throw?
Sure.
How does Zone of Truth work?
Zone of Truth. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. That's a charisma 15 saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether the creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Are you sure it's not a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
You're positive.
Well, let's double check it. Yes.
So
maybe strength.
Bernard, what does it look like when you cast this?
So I strike a dramatic sort of pose, sort of reminiscent to like a Power Ranger pose, and I call out a supplication to the divine power of the Morning Lord, and my voice resonates across the swampy moorlands. And I point towards Bernard, and towards Kellen, and I say, "For the next few whiles, may every word that comes forth from his benighted mouth be nothing but the truth. May it please you, Morning Lord, to see it so." And then I smack my hands together with a thunderclap. I spin once, and I point at Kellen again.
Kellen, would you like to take a charisma saving throw?
Yes, with my +1 from my stone, right?
That's right.
Yes. But no, you're not getting my +4, buddy.
9.
Woo! So you have to tell me the truth while you're in the. You can choose not to speak, but if I say, "Do you have a deal with Strahd?" You're like, "Not going to answer that one." I think we all know.
Wait, does he have a deal with Strahd? Do you have a deal with Strahd?
Yeah,
No.
I look at. So, do you have an agreement in standing with Strahd?
Absolutely not. My
Do you
only
intend to-
agreement is to kill him.
That's a good one. Do you intend to betray Irina in exchange for a flying nightmare horse?
If Strahd weren't in the picture, maybe. But since he is, no.
This feels all very like gray all of a sudden. Are you a baddie?
So you're saying you're only doing the right thing because Strahd is here?
I'm doing the right thing to get home and to rid this place of the evil that haunts it.
Good answer.
All right. Well, I got to say
This is
that
so much fun.
If I happen to end up with a flaming, flying black horse as a result, I mean...
You know it's evil.
I've seen worse.
Yes, you've been in Ravenloft, but it's still evil.
You weren't here for the little nightmare kids at the little
Durst house.
Yeah, the chateau.
Oh, I went through the Durst house.
The Durst thing in the world.
Yeah, everyone who comes in seems to go through that place. Terrible. I go stuck for 8 months with those children in that nursery.
Did you see the creepy little carvings that moved?
Yeah. Went down to the basement. Yeah, not pretty.
Been there.
All right. I dispel the zone of truth and I say, very well. So what do we do about this horse? You obviously seem unwilling to let me cut its head off.
I think we throw an apple as far down the road as we can. It'll chase it and we disappear.
I say, do know that this is a very useful tool of Strahd, and it is a being of evil. It is not a horse. But this is a demonic entity.
Can it communicate with Strahd while it is with us?
I don't know. What can I roll to figure that out?
You could try
Arcana?
general. We could try Arcana or just a general knowledge check, a general intelligence check.
All right, that's my forte. Oh, 20.
You are
I feel like I should show it to you guys again.
You're fairly confident it does not have directly, or certainly naturally, a creature like this wouldn't have that unless something else has been put in place. But
it is a servant of Strahd. It's an evil servant of Strahd.
You were very right in when you said it looks like a horse, but it's not quite a horse.
Yeah. People, you heard the voice. Morning Lord. Anybody have qualms? Show of hands if you got qualms.
Qualms about what? Killing the horse?
The demon. Let's not call it a horse if it's not a horse.
I don't think it's a good idea at this particular juncture. I would rather...
Yeah, and also, do we really want to agitate and anger the person that we are trying to, perhaps sneak up upon? I don't understand why you would antagonize the person you would Yes.
John,
yes.
We are an existential threat to Strahd, and he knows this.
Yes.
And he has no pretenses of it being otherwise. He's just trying to manipulate us.
The more you talk, the more I believe it. My God, keep going.
I stare off towards the horizon, like the middle distance, and I say, there comes a time in a man's life.
I'll kill the horse. I'll do it.
Now, wait, is there a way to... Maybe we write back. I'm guessing Master Sana could write an equally beautiful script, or
That's a good-
Jean Marlemay.
No,
the
Masasuna.
two of them together.
Yes.
And perhaps we send the horse back to Strahd in a way that says, not
message received, but
Yeah,
here's
message-
our response.
Maybe we make a counter offer.
Oh, yes. You go live in a bog far, far away and stop being evil,
Why don't
and
we tell
we
him
won't kill you.
In other words, if we
Top of the Tiger
a way to
Strut is now
reject the gift without making him think that we're not going to but not that we've made any deal with him, but not going to deliver on the terms he's demanded. I think it's best to keep him in the dark as long as we can.
He's not in the dark.
So you're advocating for killing the horse? I don't understand.
No. In other words, send the
You can
horse back to
return it,
Strahd.
Yes.
Okay, yes. What's the message?
He couldn't find us.
Oh. So we leave the message in there, and we just slap the horse on the hindquarters and let it go back.
Yes, basically.
But I worry that the horse is intelligent, and it's already seen us once before.
It's at least as smart as us.
Look, it found us.
But it's like the offers of this supposed deal are that this horse now belongs to Kellen. So if Kellen is its master,
Yeah, and you know what?
it
And
could
I
be
don't
sent back.
have a place to store it. I don't really have an adequate barn, and so
That's
maybe
true.
Strahd, you
Stable,
hold on to it for a
unstable. You
while.
don't keep a horse in a
Yeah.
barn. Like, you should not have a horse. I think that's like the
I
bottom
don't
line.
use
Yeah.
horses. Where
Why
I'm
don't we
from.
just
Obviously.
say, Strahd, just say that you're considering it, and you'll give him an answer soon.
Right, maybe
There you
that
go.
we just think the steed, Bocephus, should be kept in more luxurious
that-
accommodations.
That's a form of acceptance. Just simply say that you'll consider his offer a little further, and let's keep walking.
The more we
Yes.
talk about this, the more I want to ride the horse. I think we should just walk away from the horse, pretend we didn't see it, and go on our merry way.
And just
Agreed.
in my, but we need to make the note sound like it came from me.
Ignore
But
the horse. Ignore it.
My dearest Strahd,
Oh my God.
thank you for your kind and generous offer. However, at this time, I must give it further consideration as I am drunk off of a strange liqueur brought into this land by a stranger. Thanks again. Love, Kellen.
All right.
All right,
Excellent.
Master Sooner, you transcribe all that?
yes, I did.
Okay. Well, there we go.
What are we doing?
And-
What are we doing with the note?
Putting it back on the
Under
nightmare.
the saddle.
Okay, and
Plonk.
and
Walking on.
and then you're walking on. So we're heading west and on the road to the winery, and Kresik off to the west. Is that right? So we're seeing Macovia as obvious. As we head off to the west, you hear a trotting behind you, and you realise that Bucephalus is calmly sort of walking along behind you, about just 10 feet away.
Okay, so
Go
what if I pipe upon my little bone pipe to scare it away, just so it just
This-
goes away?
Maybe
Since-
this,
yeah,
since this, if the horse thinks it's mine, it should follow my command, correct?
Yes, that's what I was just saying.
Go away! Go home! Go to your home!
So
Don't you know where your home
I
is?
try this with my daughter all the time. Does not work. Doesn't work.
So Bucephalus gives a distressed whinny, rears up on its hind legs, and its mane and tail erupt into flames. And in fact, where its hooves start to strike the air as if it were solid stone, and sparks erupt from its hooves as well, and then it races off into the sky above you, as if racing up a mountainside, spirals up above you guys, maybe 120, well beyond, like over 200 feet, and then disappears into the clouds, and you see the amber glow from Bucephalus's hooves as it gallops off back to the east.
Bye!
What's the plan, guys?
St. Markovia's Abbey.
No, the winery
No,
first.
the winery first.
The winery.
Okay. So, guys, we're heading west on the East Valak Road. It's already, now it was past midday by the time you guys got onto the road. You're actually closer to Valaki now, more than anywhere else. So, we're heading west now. You know, even before you reach the junction that heads south to the winery, that is going to get dark soon. In fact, you guys reach roughly the same place where you guys met Jenny Greenteeth last on the road, before you realise that it's getting pretty dark here. What's the plan?
We should press on.
I have a glowing sword.
Yes.
How long would it take us to get to the winery if we pressed on?
A couple of hours, I think.
At a trot. Like, let's say we did a power walk.
Let's say 4-ish hours from where you are. Probably about another hour travel to get to where the road runs south to the winery, and then another 3 hours there before you get it.
I don't feel like tangling with more scarecrow people.
I could do a tiny palace if we would
Yes.
like just to,
Yes.
take a little like respite and regroup.
Yeah,
Get to
arrive at
know
the winery
more about
from
our
dawn.
friend with his backpack full of booze. Yes. What do you think?
Yes.
All right. So we should go off the road a little bit ways. We've decided in the past.
Yep.
Color it in a sort of like a dun-colored green, sort of a drab color, we would say.
Yep.
Yes. And we all get inside my tiny palace, and I close the dome.
Wait out the night.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Are we doing a watch?
Yes, but we must all agree that if something comes up and looks in at you, you should not go out. Just let it look. Just let it look. Don't go out.
Any particular reason you're making that rule?
No reason. I think that we've all learned from our experiences.
All right. I'll take first watch.
Okay. All right. Everyone else, you guys just heading off to sleep. Bernard, okay, taking first shift. Would you like to take a perception check, please?
Yes, please. I get a... Fuck, I'm not going to use that dice. I keep getting 20s. I'm feeling guilty.
So
Send it to me. Send it to me.
No, I'll roll it on here because honestly, that's like my third 20 in a roll. It's just
trust
too
you.
improbable.
Gee, like we've been rolling dice for
I'm
years.
getting all your ones, dude. Keep rolling the 20s.
So listen.
Oh, here, look. Okay.
This is unusual for you because I don't know. It happened last night in the hut as well. It's been so long, Bernard, for you since you've been hanging out with people for a bit. So the outside. You're used to the nighttime noises up Barova, and you're used to being on edge. But what you're not used to is the sort of shuffling of bodies nearby that are not sinister to you, or the gentle snoring coming from whoever's gently snoring.
Kellen is gentle snoring.
So that's what stands out for you more than anything else. But other than that, there's no noise.
All right.
So what's next?
Yes.
I'll at the end of my shift, I'll awaken Master Senna with apologies for doing so, and then I'll go to sleep.
Right, Master Senna. It's the dead of night at the moment. Would you take a perception check for me?
14. Oh no, wait, hang on. I've got to add 3, that's 17.
Okay, and again, there's you don't hear anything in particular. Who's next on watch?
I think it's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And stay awake this time.
I will. No more ones. No more ones. Okay. I've rolled a 12. So I think I hear some locomotive farting from the barbarian, but I mean, probably nothing else.
That is pretty much it. Actually, yeah.
Is it mating or morning barbarian farting?
It's morning, thank goodness. Yes.
Okay, Kellen, it's your turn.
Okay. I wake up feeling rudely awakened by the bard.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you've had the best sleep.
7.
So,
oh wait, I get the +1. 8.
okay. So we're still. I mean, we're talking early morning here, but the sun sort of above the clouds, still hasn't risen yet. You don't notice any sort of movements or anything like that. However, about halfway into your watch, you do hear something. Kellen.
Oh no.
Kellen.
Yeah?
Why did you lie to me, Kellen?
I said not yet. Where am I going to store a horse?
No, Kellen. Why did you tell me to go to Strahd's castle?
Huh? Now, I can see outside, right?
Yes.
What do I see?
Do you want to take... no, you've had a perception check. You cannot see anything. You don't get any sense of where this voice is coming from. You get the impression it is close, but you don't see anything. He said, you told me that Strahd protected you, and that if I wished to have my revenge, Kellen, I was to go to visit Strahd at his castle. That is what I was told.
That Strahd protected me?
I was so close to having my revenge on you, Kellen.
This is that crazy lady.
She really likes you.
Look, I'm sorry I rifled through your clothing.
I went to Strahd's castle, Kellen.
Dug an axe in your guts.
I went to visit the Dark Lord.
And I'm sure he gave you a fabulous meal.
What do you think he did to me, Kellen?
Fed, bathed, and gave you fabulous accommodations?
Yes, Kellen, he fed. As you hear that, a ship drops down from the trees, about 10 foot away from the tiny hut, and a figure is crouched there in the darkness, just a short distance away from you. Kellen, he fed, and then he turned me, Kellen.
Is this Doru? I thought we killed you.
So, you guys have worked out who this is, haven't you?
Yes. It's just the barbarian is a bit dull. But very, very well done.
I'm actually forgetting. Who is this? Is it a Vistani?
It's the Vistani, right?
Yes.
The Vistani woman who had Kellen and who tortured Jean and had Kellen
right.
and who then was apparently by Strahd told that
Oops.
Yes, the last time we saw her, Strahd, or it was actually Lord Talfrin as Strahd, told her to petition him at his castle if she wished to take matters further.
Yeah, the guy who made those promises, he's no longer with us. So really, the promises died with him. So I'd suggest you address your issues with the undead.
I am not leaving again, Kellen. I have come for my revenge, finally.
Oh, give me a break. All right, everybody wake up. Let's kill this thing.
What's happening? What's happening?
Okay. So
There's a
as you shout that,
vampire
Kariza, for it is Kariza, the Vistani, who has been potentially turned into a vampire.
Oh my God, it's Kariza! How are you? Oh my God, she looks terrible.
She backs away. She backs away from the tiny hut, back into the trees, and she sort of disappears from sight.
well, that's very reassuring.
It's
Let's
not
not
good.
go.
Is she within 60 feet?
She may be. You can't see her.
I can detect good and evil.
Okay. She is within 60 feet. She's walked. She's about 40 feet away at the moment.
And just sort of hanging out watching us?
She's backing away further.
Okay. I say she's out there. I can sense her evil.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, no, I think we could all sense her evil. She was very creepy.
She
Oh,
was
that's
really
what I
creepy
mean.
before she was a vampire.
As you guys are talking, you see a light flare up in the distance in the trees. Seems to be just one speck of amber light moving there, but suddenly it is joined by another. And you realize that these orange lights are sort of ringing the area around you guys. In fact, they're moving in a sort of a semicircle movement from the road towards your tiny hut. And there are 8 specks of light. And she says, "You do not think I came alone, Kellen, did you?"
Oh, God. Let's kill her.
No, let's cast another tiny hut and then another one and just stay here. Like, this is
Wait
fine.
it out.
This
Oh,
is
dear.
fine. He has
Vacation
wine.
home.
Yes. I mean, eventually, like, we will have to get rid of the slot bucket. Someone will have to take that out.
No, just no.
So into the clearing walks a man with a lantern in one hand and a sword, a curved sword in another. You can clearly see from his dress, his garb, that he is a Vistani man. And others from Cariza's Vistani troop step into the clearing as well with their blades ready, and 8 in total. And then Cariza, you can see, has moved closer again. She's caught up with the rest of her group, and she is standing slightly back beside one of the big trees, and she says, "Kellen, we are ready. Send Kellen out. He is the only revenge I need. The rest of you can leave in peace."
Are the other Vistani undead? I'll use another.
You cannot
then.
sense anything of that from them. They seem to be human.
But are they evil?
Aren't
We all? I mean,
They're not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's grey. I mean,
All right.
there's some are more than others.
Bernard draws his great sword and turns to his companions and say, "I don't know what the history behind this is, but as clearly a servant of Strahd, and I think we know what we need to do."
It's actually very complicated. It's a very it's a delicate thing. I think maybe we need like a diplomat, Master Suna.
Why?
The Sun Sword. Maybe they'll listen to the Sun Sword.
Yes. Go flash that around. No, I mean, Kellen has started a feud that we cannot end without killing all the Vistani unless we have some sort of, treatise or, conversation. Go talk to them. And we'll stay in here in the tiny hut.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
well, I mean, yes. I think actually once one person leaves the hut, is it dissolved? Or can you just not come back yet?
Previously, you've had people leave it, and the rest they can't come back in. Is what we've been working on.
Right.
Oh yes, that's right. That was a bad act for me.
And we can't get over the fact that is a vampire and needs to be destroyed for just the sake of its, being removed from the face of Barovia.
All right, so killing is back on the menu. Let's go kill a bunch of vampires. Wait! For every one of them, he kills one of us.
He tries.
Well, that's what happened to Lord Talfer, and we killed one of his, and he killed.
That was pretty much Baba Nezago.
I mean,
Yeah, that was
Kismet.
part of the bargain.
Okay.
But now I will. Why am I saying this? I don't know. But something inside of me morally compels me to go outside and at least attempt to talk with this woman who is now turned vampire. She still owes me her life. Maybe I can strike a bargain.
Yes. Good luck.
Well, before you go out there, then let me cast some protective magics on you.
Yes.
Yes. Give me all the protection.
So I'm going to cast Sanctuary on you. Duration is 1 minute, right?
Okay.
And while warded, any creature who targets you must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. And I'll also cast protection from evil and good, which means that no undead can attack you until you attack them.
Oh,
Okay. So,
I mean, there are still
both
8
of
other Vistani people.
Yeah, but at least you won't be taken out by a vampire. And the Vistani will still have to pass the sanctuary test.
Master Sonna, as you prepare to step out, you get a sense of great pride and a small dash of nervousness from your Sunblade.
Well, it's good to know that he feels the same way.
Okay.
All right, so remember, the protection from evil will last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sanctuary only lasts 1 minute. So at 1 minute, I'm coming out.
Okay. That's different from my other experience with this group. To actually have backup.
Now, we have always had your back. I mean, from a half mile away, but like we've seen your back.
Okay, Master Sonna, what's your plan?
Okay. Yep, I'm going out, and I will ignite my Sunblade just to make a point.
As soon as you step out and do so,
low.
4 of the Vistani reach behind their backs and draw out crossbows and level them at you. But they don't.
Say, halt, right there. So, I'm not here to harm you. But Cariza, remember the last time we met and I had my sword at your throat, I think. And I backed away. I could have taken your life and I did not. Now I'm telling you, back away right now or it will cost you your life.
A lot has changed since that time. And she's looking at you with a hungry grin. But it is not you that I wish to feed on tonight. Send out Kellen and you will walk away alive.
I
Easy
cannot
peasy.
betray my friend.
Oh, yes, he is.
I am not giving you much of a choice. People will die tonight if I do not get Kellen.
You will die tonight. Think about your choices now.
I do not think so. Send him out, or this one dies. And she, you realize that she's been standing at this tree, but her hand has been behind the tree, and she pulls a figure forth. And it takes you a moment to recognize who it is that she has in her grasp. And it's actually the youngest of the guards from Vallaki that you had met on the road when you had been travelling eastward towards Berez. And she, you can see that she is battered. She is considerably paler than would be healthy for someone. But her eyes sort of flicker open at the jerk that Cariza gives her. And she looks at you and she says, "Have you come finally?"
No.
I was on my way.
What's the plan?
I don't know. I was bluffing my way by now, but
I cast Bless on everyone while this is going on.
Okay. What does
So
that?
everybody now, I can do up to 3 creatures whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw.
Yes.
Up to a minute or concentration, they can add a D4 to that number.
T4. Okay.
To all attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah, I cast dry pants. Everyone in the group.
Okay.
Be useful later.
And what's the plan, guys?
I then cast Shield of Faith,
Let's roll.
and I step out from the tiny hut with my sword blazing.
I step forth as well.
And me too.
yes, but behind us.
Fresh meat for the feeding.
Okay. And as we prepare to roll for initiative, I think that might be a good time to call it tonight.
Crit-Faced is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast, where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit-Faced fan group.